Hey everyone, this is Reverend Ben, and this is your weekly video. I'm so excited to do this with Rebecca Wilson. Thank you for being my second person in this week's video. If you would like to be in the video, I sure would like to have you in the video. Just write me. We record them on Mondays. So I want to start off with inviting you to take 3 deep breaths with me. First a breath in, and let it go. Second breath in. And one more breath in. And you can let it go. For our chalice lighting today, I wanted to share the words of the amazing Terry Lipsey Scott, the executive director of the Carter Woodson Museum of African American History. Those of you who were there at worship on Sunday, you heard me say these words from the pulpit. Terry Lipsey Scott wrote these on Friday night as the Black History Matters banner was being erased from the front of the museum. She says, "We will never falter in our pursuit of truth and understanding. I may feel hopeless," she says, "and helpless at times, but I know that these feelings are temporary, for I have the courage to respond to these dark times with faith, hope, and resilience."
She continued, "Born of this incident is God's courage, a beacon of light that guides me forward, reminding me that even in the darkest moments, there is always a way forward, always a chance to create positive change and to rise above adversity.
Together we rise. And speaking of that, Rebecca and I, if we look a little sweaty, it's because we just came from the Unite and Rise gathering on the beach near the St. Pete Pier. UU St. Pete was honored to co-sponsor this event along with the League of Women Voters, Pinellas National Organization for Women, Allendale United Methodist Church, and other allied organizations. It was very hot. We wore blue, and drones took pictures of it, so hopefully you've seen those images by now. Now, after we record this video, I'm going to meet some other members of UU St. Pete downtown on Central Avenue, and we're going to chalk some rainbows on some sidewalks. Many of you know that I was arrested alongside my friend Reverend Andy on Friday night. I felt called to pray on the Black History Matters mural, to put my knees on that beautiful work of art, and to pray that it would not be erased. Unfortunately, my prayers were not answered, and Andy and I were arrested and jailed. And many of you have offered to help with legal expenses, which I appreciate so much. Thank you. Both Reverend Andy and I, though, would rather these offers go to the museum itself. So if you would please make whatever you were going to give us for the legal expenses, please make a donation either to the Woodson Museum of African American History or to Trans And, which is a group that some UU St. Pete staff are part of, and they've been helping do some media outreach around this and just doing some great work in general. So please give your donations to that. We start the video each week with a follow-up question from Sunday's worship service, and Rebecca has been so kind as to ask you that question.
Our question for this week is, how do you build bridges across differences? Feel free to put your answers in an email to Reverend Ben, or in the text chat of YouTube, or on our Facebook group.
Yeah, this was a lot that we did on Sunday. Really appreciate Bianca Hatton and everyone else who took leadership in Sunday's worship service, and that's our follow-up question. Would love to hear from you on that. Each week we appreciate an individual or a group of people who are doing something to further our mission at UU St. Pete. And this week it is Ms. Trish, who has been a religious education teacher here at UU St. Pete for 10 years. So happy 10th anniversary, Ms. Trish, and thank you so much for your absolutely essential work here. We're hope to have you for at least another 10 years.
Also, each week we do a shout out to those who are watching from home who can't make it into the service, or and who may be watching on this video. So this week we want to shout out to Sally Wallace. Sally, we miss you. I know you're the longest member of UU St. Pete, and we appreciate you and we miss you. So, Sally Wallace.
Miss you, Sally Wallace. This week we have Fellowship on Tap because it's the first Wednesday of the month. We're going to meet up at Bayboro Brewing Company from 6 to 8 p.m. There's no agenda, just hanging out. And even though it's at a brewery, you don't have to drink alcohol. People join us and they do not drink alcohol.
This Sunday, the open discussion group will meet again at 9:30 in the Gilmore Library. You can contact Bob Klingman for more details.
I was happy to see 3 of them this Sunday, and more are welcome, I know. After that discussion group, we're going to have our worship service. The topic this Sunday is the 7 values of Unitarian Universalism. You know what they are: justice, equity, transformation, and then pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with what at the center? Love at the center. Love our values, and the idea that I forget who had, someone on the worship team had, is we break into small groups. So we're going to have 7 small groups. So pick the one that you want to focus on for that day, and we're going to come together in the worship service, but then break off into small groups and come back to the larger group. That'll happen with the help of John Motter and many others who will be helping to lead the worship service. And then, since it's the first Sunday of the month, it will also be the time with the minister in that same library where the discussion group happened at 9:30. At 11:30, or whenever we end, there's time with the minister. This is sponsored by the COM, the Committee on Ministry, and it's a chance just to meet with me, discuss the worship service or anything that's on your mind. All are welcome to that, and I hope to see you there.
Also this Sunday, it's the first Sunday of the month, so it's the first Sunday brunch, LGBTQIA+, at Three Birds Tavern, and that's at 12:15, and everyone, allies are welcome. Oh, also, later this month, the meditation group is starting up on Fridays. It's at 10:30 in Conway South, and that starts on Friday, September 12th. And for more information on that, you can contact Beth Wall.
Yeah, thanks, Beth, for agreeing to bring that back. We got the discussion group back. We got the meditation group back. I'm very happy to see both of those things. Our big event this month is our Emma's Revolution concert. I am so excited to welcome back Pat Humphreys and Sandy Opatow, or Sandy O as she's known, the UU supergroup, if you will, of Emma's Revolution. The concert is Saturday night, September 13th, and we need your help publicizing. So please come by the office, pick up some flyers, put them up. We need help selling tickets, volunteering that night. Let me know if you can do that. And thanks to those who have already volunteered this. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. If you're Sally Wallace or somebody who can watch from home, there's tickets available for that. I think it's $20 if you want to live stream it from home. Advance tickets, you go to the Emma's Revolution website for, and for tickets from here, they're on sale this Sunday. You can also buy them during the office hours. We're closed today, Monday, but we'll have office hours as we normally do, Thursdays and Fridays, 10 to 3. We also need some more sponsors. Thanks to everyone who agreed to sponsor the concert at a level of $100, and we need 6 more of those so that we can make our costs, pay the band what they deserve, and also raise some money for UU St. Pete. And that's me too. And then after that, later this month, the Sunday the 21st, there's a dinner and discussion group. Contact Chris McDonald, Bridget Oya at yahoo.com, or just see her on Sundays at the membership desk for this month's location and information. It's a covenant group for people who really don't want to join a covenant group, or you're in another covenant group, but you want to meet new people, or you're just bored and you want to get out on a Sunday and have a nice discussion over dinner. It's very casual. You can come once or twice, whatever. It's a laid-back group. Contact Chris for more details.
And the following Sunday, September 28th, the racial justice team will feature a speaker from Reimagine 175. Now that's the interstate highway that goes right through downtown St. Petersburg along 5th Avenue South. The presentation will be after church from noon to 1:30 in Conway South, and we'll have a light lunch and information about that urban highway, Interstate 175. It divides and pollutes the community, creates a hazardous environment for residents. And then afterwards at 1:45, we'll have an optional walking field trip with a St. Pete historian. Her name is Josette Green. She's going to take us to visit the pedestrian bridge in Campbell Park. Everyone is welcome.
I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, Racial Justice Team, for organizing that. Let me back up 1 week for one more announcement. So Sunday, September 21st, many of you have been asking, when is the next Blessing of the Animals? It's then. It's going to be Sunday, September 21st. Susan Bernor is going to lead the worship service. I will be there to bless the animals. My office hours are usually Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 to 3. I would love to meet with you and hear what's on your mind, hear what's in your heart. If those hours don't work for you, let's figure out another time and another place. If you have an announcement for this video, email it to me by Monday at 9 a.m. It's helpful if you have the word video in the subject line. And you know that I believe when we extinguish a flame like this, and thanks to Carol Ulmer for donating this chalice, when we extinguish this flame, that's an opportunity to light one inside ourselves. I believe the internal flame we have in ourselves is an unquenchable flame. So let's keep it lit until we see one another. Blessings, friends. Thank you, Rebecca.